Hey guys and gals, hello, 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 welcome back. Appreciate you hitting the play button. Let's go, turn it up. You know I love that when you do it. Let's go, you beautiful, intelligent people, willing and wanting to learn. I love it. You guys are awesome. Just want to quickly, again, usual stuff, make sure you guys can hear me on the platform. People willing. All right, good. I think we're good. Hope we're good. I hope we're good. Let's drop in the yays for fun. All right, awesome, awesome. We are going to continue, guys and gals. Let's continue. We are working on, well, basically, I don't know. Is it middle school? And it's not middle school. We call it high school. Math 10, grade 10, however you want to look at it. We're working on, well, probably not the right units, but we're just starting, okay? This is for you parents that are, homeschooling your children. Over here on the channel, I support you. With your decision on that. I 100% understand and support you. So, and if you're a student yourself and you need or require extra support and help, by all means, I appreciate you being here as well. This is for you as well. So let's go. We are working on mass, capacity, and temperature. We're doing a lot of different things as well. We're working with fractions a little bit, learning little tips and tricks. You'll get that over here, guys and gals. Again, I was lucky when I was in college. I had instructors that taught the course. So I was blessed in that manner. Therefore, equals, I did well and succeeded. I was top of my class. Stream 1 honors, basically. I'm not bragging, just letting you know my background. Finished, my program and such, and calculus was my major. All right, essentially. Other things I did was electrical engineering, physics, and all those sort of things. But mathematics, for the most part, was my major. I'm enjoying doing this for you guys, helping you guys learn, understand mathematics. Doing my best to give you tips, to even make it easier. Excuse me, to make it easier. Simplifying things, right? Making it less complicated. So you'll learn little tips and best quick things to help you excel and do well in mathematics. All right, appreciate you being here. Let's continue. So we were working on this. Now, guys, ignore this. You'll see this on the internet. I don't like this method. To me, I feel, it's just extra work for you. If you've been following the series, you'll know I do what's called the decimal leapfrogging or hopscotch, however you want to look at it. It's just way easier, way simpler. So for example, like if we were converting grams to kilograms, okay? I have a mnemonic device here you guys could use: kilo, hecto, deca, base or units, deci, centi, milli. If you're not given this on your exam or whatever it is, maybe your parents want you to memorize it or whatever the circumstance, you can use this kind of mnemonic device to remember the order. You just have to remember which one is which, okay? Kilo, hecto, deca, units, deci, centi, milli, okay? But here's the mnemonic device. Kids help dad until dad calls mom. That's what I was taught, and it helped and it worked. Kids help dad until dad calls mom. Okay, I like these kind of things for studying mnemonic devices, or I don't know. There's another name for it. I'm probably using the wrong one, but you guys know what I mean, right? It's just little memory skill things that you can do to help you remember stuff. And it works well. So let's say we're converting grams to kilograms. So the base is grams, or the units. Okay, gram. You can see it right here. So we're going from grams to kilograms. Kilo is here. So we're doing 1, 2, 3 jumps. Really, that's what it is. Okay? If we're going from milligrams to kilograms, well, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps. That's how it works. Okay, so we're going from grams to kilograms. Therefore, we're taking the decimal and we're doing 3 jumps to the left. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. Decimal places here on the 1,000. We're going 1, 2, 3. That equals 1 kilogram. That's how it works. It's that easy, guys. Okay? So ignore all this, like, who wants to do all that extra math? Like, why? It's not necessary. I hope you like my method because it's way easier. I have a formula sheet. If you've been following the series, I kind of zoomed it in and out so you could kind of, do a snipping tool. And if you want, it's here for you guys. You just snipping tool it, save it, print it off. It's there for you guys, okay? Free open source information, costs you nothing, okay? You like the content? This is helping you guys out. Man, be awesome, right? Hit the like button. That would support the channel and the content, right, guys? This is my time. I enjoy doing the math stuff, and I want to help you guys learn, right? So I'm enjoying it too. I'm not asking for anything other than a simple click of a like button. Really, I think that's the least you can do, and that would be awesome. Okay, so appreciate you. All right, so let's continue. Okay, so, and again, we have some other information here. UK long ton. I don't know if that's in here or not. It's not stuff I use much, but I know, like, for the American short ton, I know it is 2,000 pounds. So I have that saved in my memory. Grams to kilograms, well, you could easily do this to convert it, right? Really, we don't go a car weighs 1,000 grams. We don't talk like that. We usually use, the highest value, which is, or highest unit, which is kilograms, right? If we're talking about a vehicle, well, we'll normally say pounds, 2,000 pounds or whatever. It depends on the vehicle. Or you could call it a 1 ton, right? It's like a truck, right? You have a 1/2 ton, you have a 3/4 ton, you have a 1 ton, right? You have 2 ton, you have 5 ton, you have 10 ton. Well, I don't know what I just did there, but okay. Okay, ignore all this. Don't waste your time doing this. Okay, all you need to do, like I said, I just showed it to you guys, okay? And we might use these conversions, we'll see. Okay, so let's get an idea in our head what is what, right? So if you look here, kilo is the largest, milli is the smallest, right? Okay, smallest, largest. Okay, just remember that. Okay, so name the best metric unit for measuring the mass of each item. So T would be for ton, I guess? Yeah. Is that ton? Just a regular ton? I don't know. They got tons, tons, teens, tons, tunes, potatoes, tomatoes, I don't know. I just use a ton. 1 ton. Short ton, I think, is the one that I have saved in my brain. Okay, so name the best metric unit for blah, blah, blah. T for ton, kilogram, gram, or milligram, right? So you have to have an understanding of, what it is. Like, is a kilogram, how much is a kilogram, right? Kilograms, 2.2 pounds, right? That's a nice little visual in your mind, right? It has a rough idea. Grams are small, right, or lighter. And then you have milligrams. Usually milligrams refers to like medication or something, right? Okay, so basically we just got to go, okay, we got to take the T, the kg, G, or mg, and just put it with each one. So obviously I would start with the largest one, T for ton. So that would be A. So now we have coyote, grain of rice, or a pencil. Coyote, usually mass, like ourselves, humans, animals, we weigh ourselves in either pounds or kilograms. So the coyote would be kilogram. Okay, so now we're grain of rice or a pencil. Well, a grain, it's a singular grain, so that's pretty light. It's obviously going to be lighter than the pencil. So I would think that the grain of rice is milligram and the pencil would be gram. Okay? That easy. Choose the best estimate for the mass of each. Okay, is a loaf of bread 600 grams or is it 600 milligrams? Okay. I'm gonna say 600 grams. Okay, motorcycle. Is it 230 grams or is it 230 kilograms? Okay, we obviously know kilograms is heavier, so logically that would be like grams. 230 grams is not very heavy, right? It's light. So I'm saying 230 kilograms. A pinch of salt, right? It's just a little pinch. Okay, is it milligrams or grams? 20 grams would probably have more weight, a feeling of weight compared to a pinch, right? So I'm going to say 20 milligrams. Space shuttle. Well, that's pretty easy, right? Obviously, it's not going to be 30 kilograms. Because what's 30 kilograms in pounds? Is that pi? Yeah, times 2.2, that's only 66 pounds. So we know space shuttle is going to be in tonnage, right? 30 times 2,000. Okay. Give me a sec, guys. Right? Hopefully I'm not going through that too fast. Like, that's just logically, right? You just got to think of it logically, right? Okay, all right, we're talking about money. Monopoly money. Yes, monopoly money. I can say that because, yeah, it's monopoly money. So it's a loonie. So realistically, it's not even worth $1. Let's see. Let's see if I can figure it out. It's 72 cents as of today. That is worth 72 cents. Okay, here we go. The mass of a loonie is 7,000 milligrams. Okay, 7,000 milligrams. Okay, convert 7,000 milligrams to grams. So that means we're going to be going from right to left. If you have this kind of memorized, kids, you could write it here on your piece of paper. Kids help dad until dad calls mom, right? And then you can just quickly do the conversion yourself. Because like, we don't really need to look at this all the time. We know that milli is over here and grams is our units, right? Which is in the middle. These are the things you have to remember. Okay, what's your base units? So we are going from milligrams, to grams. Okay, again, use the leapfrog, the decimal point. That's all we need to do, guys. Milligrams to grams. 1, 2, 3 jumps. Again, all you need to do is write kids have help dad until dad calls mom on your piece of paper on the side here, and you go milli, centi, deci units. 1, 2, 3 jumps. So the decimal point is here. 1, 2, 3. So 7,000 milligrams is going to equal 7 grams. Okay? Okay, let's carry on. The mass of a box of cereal is 45 kilograms. Okay? Convert 45 kilograms to grams. Okay? So again, kids help dad. Kids help dad until dad calls mom. Isn't that funny? So we're going from kilograms to grams. From kilo to grams. And we know grams is our units. So we're going 1, 2, 3 jumps. Okay, I'm just doing it this way so you guys can see how to use that. Because you really don't need all of this in front of you. You just kind of have to memorize it. You just need to have an idea where everything is. Honestly, majority of the stuff we use, which is common, is kilo, our base, centi, and milli. For the majority of we don't really use these, or this, and these two. The most common, kilo, base, centi, and milli. Those are the most common. Okay? So we're going from kilograms to grams. Okay? So I'm going to just do an undo here so that we can clean up things. Okay, we're going to need all this space again. We'll do a little bit of work here. Again, I'm going to make mistakes, guys. The key is to catch your mistakes and learn from them. All right? Open mind. Okay, so 0.45 kilograms. Okay, 0.45. Okay? I'll just write it up here. Kids help dad until dad calls mom. Okay? So we're going, so we have the question. We're going from kilograms to grams. Now you can put little notes if you want, just so you remember. We're going from kilograms to grams. Okay? That's what, so this is kilograms, right? So we're going from right to left because we know grams is in here. It's our units. Okay? So we're going 1, 2, 3 jumps. So that means take the decimal. 1, 2, 3 jumps. Final answer, 450 grams. That's it. That's our answer. That's how easy that is, guys. Big yays. Alright guys, bear with me. I'm doing this with a mouse. I think it's pretty legible. Hope you like it. Again, I'm not fancy over here. Living off bologna sandwiches, right? Grinding, pushing hard. Working hard for you guys. I love it. Life is good. I don't have a tablet, so thank you for understanding. Okay, let's carry on. So that's it. There's our answer. 450 grams. Okay. Name the best imperial unit for measuring the mass of each item. So we have ounce, pound, or ton. So we only have 3 here. So obviously you know a ton's the heaviest. A rail car, that's going to be pretty heavy. So ton is A. Adult moose, right? This is easy. Okay, humans and animals, we either weigh ourselves in kilograms or pounds. Therefore, adult moose is pound. An ounce, well, an ounce is, lighter, a lot lighter. They're just ounces. So, pencil, how much does a pencil weigh? I don't know. How many ounces does a pencil weigh? Okay, just to give you an idea. There we go. So a pencil, they say here on AI Overview, a number 2 pencil, I would assume that they're all the same. 0.73. Normally we write OZ. Okay, there you go. That's just, fun little tips and tricks or whatever. Okay? All right. Choose the best estimate for the mass of each item. Okay? A loaf of bread, is it 21 ounces or 21 pounds? That's pretty obvious. I mean, if you have a 21-pound loaf of bread, holy shnikes. Settle down on the yeast there, Batman. I don't know. What would make a loaf of bread really heavy? I don't know. The answer is 21 ounces. I have to sneeze here, guys. Give me a sec. Whew, sometimes that comes right out of nowhere. I sneeze, I swear, every day when I'm working on the computer. And I'm like, I don't have time for sneezing. Okay, motorcycle, right? 507 ounces. I mean, that would have a bit of weight, but it's nothing compared to pounds, right? So, yeah, we would... Same thing with vehicles. Not only humans and animals, but vehicles, we would use pounds. So I'm going to say motorcycle is 507 pounds. Space shuttle, that's easy too, right? 33 pounds. Obviously, if you know how much you weigh, 33 pounds is really light compared to how much you weigh, right? I don't know how much you weigh, but it's definitely a lot less, right? So tons. The answer is 33 tons. Okay. The mass of a cat is 160 ounces. Okay. It's asking us to convert 160 ounces to pounds. Okay. And they've given us the conversion factor, 1 pound equals 16 ounces. Okay. We might even have that here on our sheet. And it's right there. Okay, so we're gonna do ratio proportion again, guys. I hate to erase all that, but we kind of need to. Whoops. I'm just gonna keep that, and I'm just gonna erase this. I'm gonna try to erase it quickly. I could increase the size of my eraser, but I know this is gonna work just fine. It just takes a little bit longer. I could have went undo all the way, but I wanted to keep that in case I needed it again. Okay? Alright, so this is the way I'm gonna do it from now on. Let's do our conversion factor first. I'm gonna put 1 on top. Okay? Whoops, take the eraser off. Take the eraser off. 1 on top. 1 on top. 16 on the bottom, right? Okay. Take notes, little notes here. Pounds is on top. Is it kgs? Can't remember. I think it is. I think it's short timers. Ounces. See? I knew that was wrong. I could just tell. OZ. Okay, there we go. My bad, guys. All right, let's carry on. Okay? If you can't laugh at yourself, who else is going to laugh for you? So we're converting 160 ounces to pounds. Okay, so we're given ounces, which is on the bottom. So 160. Therefore, this is going to be X. That's our unknown, right? Now, guys, here's a quick tip, I guess. We're kind of getting into working on some problems. I recommend, before I do all the work, just pause the video and try it yourself, okay? If you're getting correct answers and my tips and advice and stuff is helping you learn it quickly, and you're getting correct answers, I mean, you can do all the work still if you want more practice. That's how I got better. Like, I didn't just stop because I figured it out. I did more problems, right? Because every problem is going to be slightly different, especially with algebra. Like, with algebra, I just kept smashing out lots of different problems. Algebra, if you get algebra down and you can smash algebra, you'll do well in calculus. I'm just going to say that. Okay? It's a really solid, algebra is a great foundation. It really is. Okay. So we're converting ounces to pounds. Now just double check quickly. Ounces is on the bottom. We're converting to pounds. Okay. All right. I don't want to mess up again. We just got to double check before we start doing our work. So again, now we're doing ratio proportion. Remember, guys? I don't have the room to write it, but it's ratio proportion. And we do our setup, and then we cross multiply. So I always put X on the left. So 16 times X. So 16 X equals 160 times 1. Anything times 1, well, it's the same value. Okay? There we go. So now all we need is X to be singular. Excuse me, guys. Itchy throat all of a sudden a little bit. So here we go. So there's two ways of doing this. You could divide both sides by 16, or you could just go and bring this 16 underneath. Okay, we need X to be 1. Okay, if you write, geez, I kind of hate the way I do that. If you write a singular X, imaginary 1. Okay, just so you know. Redo. Okay, so we need to cancel the 16. So if we divide this side by 16, we have to divide the other side by 16, which means we'd be canceling the 16. So we have 160 all divided by 16. Okay, and if you know a quick way of doing this, the 16s cancel, which become a 1. You're left with a 0. Right? That's how easy that is. Okay. What's our final answer? Our final answer is in pounds because X is pounds. 1B. There we go. 10 pounds. Okay, so little kitten weighs 10 pounds. That seems like a lot. That's a cat, not a kitten. This is a kitten. That's the weight of a cat. Has to be. All right, here we go. In the UK, a Rolls-Royce car has a mass of 2.5 long tons. Okay, if we look at our little, well, that was on here, wasn't it? Yes, it was. We have long ton, which is 2,240 pounds, and we have the standard short ton, which I'm used to, being 2,000 pounds. Right? It's a nice, even whole number. So there's that. Just kind of to reference it in our head. Okay, but we're doing long tons. Okay, so take notes. So it's 2.5 long tons. If one long ton is 2,240 pounds, well, if we multiply, we're essentially really, I already know what to do. Like, I just got to multiply this by 2.5, right? But we'll do the long work, okay, guys, so that you can show your work. How to get the answer. I already know that you're just gonna, because it's 2.5 times, really. But let's do the long work. Okay, so I'm gonna undo again. All right. I don't know, I feel like I have to sneeze again. Let's start with our units. So I'm gonna go with the 1 as a numerator. Okay, 1 is the numerator. And 2,240. 2,240. And then just make sure we put little notes for our units. Long ton. I don't know what the short would be for that. LT. Long ton. Which that works. And pounds, which is LB. Okay? And that's going to equal to something. What do we need to solve? We need to convert long tons to the nearest pound. So 2.5. 2.5 long ton. So that's going to be on top. And X is our unknown. Right? We're converting to pounds. Okay, here we go. We're all set up now. Let's cross multiply. So anything times 1 is the same value. There we go. I knew we were going to be straight multiplying. Okay, 2.5. I'm going to use open bracket. 2,240. There we go. So X is going to be equal to, I know 2 times 2 is 4. So it's definitely going to be over 4,000. But we got that extra half, plus we got the 240. So that gets doubled 2.5 times as well, right? So 2.5 times 2240 equals 5,600. Our units is pounds. Again, X is pounds, right? There we go. And that's our answer, guys. We have one more to go. Okay, Stephanie's mass on an imperial scale is 130 pounds. Okay, mass on her driver's license is in kilograms. What is Stephanie's mass to the nearest kilogram? Okay, all right, same thing, same steps, guys. We're gonna have 1 as our numerator. So I'm gonna undo all this again. And it's 0. We've already kind of done this problem a few times. I think it's 5.4 if I recall. Whoops. Yeah, 0.454. Get our units. Pound is on top. So this is LB. And kilograms. KG. I I just put those there just so we don't mess it up, right? We know which is the numerator and we know which is the denominator. You have to be consistent. It's not going to work if you're not consistent, guys. Okay? Word of advice. Okay, so we're converting pounds to kilograms, right? So we're given 130 pounds. Pounds is on top. 130. Okay, X is unknown. Again, you could use any variable. You could use the first letter of your name if you want. It's all going to work out the same. Okay, 1 times X is X, which is nice. It means we don't have to divide. So it's straight cross, right? Again, cross multiply. So we know this is less than half. So anything times, when you multiply by a decimal value, if it's less than 1, you're going to get a smaller value, right? So it's less than half. So our answer should be less than whatever half of 130 is. That's what, 65? Yeah. So it's going to be less than 65, right? So you have roughly an idea of what the answer is going to be in your head, right? That's what I'm talking about, guys. Have a general idea what your answer is going to be. I'm trying to write quicker, but I'm also trying to write neatly too, or trying to. Okay, straight multiply. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. Again, 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So we need a kilogram answer, right? So it's going to be less. Should be 0.454 times 130. I get 59. Okay, I'm going to go to... Again, I'm not going to go with this accuracy. I'm going with this accuracy. Okay? Let me just fix that. Right? This is the accuracy you use right here. You can't be any more accurate than your worst value. Right? So, 1's place. So the answer is 59. We're done. That's it. Okay, so if I check, it should be good. All right, our units, right? Our units is kilograms. X is kilograms. Don't forget your units. And another thing you could do for fun if you want, you can box your answers. I used to use a ruler doing it. That just shows that that's the final answer, right? Again, my tip and advice, don't forget your units, guys. All right, let's drop some yays. Drop some yays. Check the stream here quickly. That's it, right? Did we go through everything? Pretty much, we did. We went through everything I wanted to, guys. What are we going on to next? Capacity and volume, okay? It's here if you guys want to kind of get a jump on reading. You can start now. And then we're going to continue from here on the next stream. Appreciate you watching. Hopefully this helps you guys and gals out. That's the main goal. Give you guys tips. Explain things, you know. I'm doing my best to stay on topic as well. That's important, I think. All right, guys. Whoever you are, wherever you are, parents, the children's of the parents. Appreciate you watching. You guys have an awesome rest of your day, night, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care for now.